Previously on Town Hall 10 Free to Play, we looked at all the new troops, siege, and spell adjustments for the incoming game update and how it affects you as a lower Town Hall player. Today we have quality of life improvements that I think you're really going to like. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Joe. Welcome back for episode 62 of the Town Hall 10 Free-to-Play series. And no, this is not my real account. This is not Joe V6. This is the developer build, and I got something really important to share with you. So check this out. Quality of life information coming out today, and many of you keep asking, when am I going to take my account to Town Hall 11? And I always say the same thing, when it's maxed out. Well, at least the defenses and heroes. Heroes are done on that account, but the defenses and a couple of resource buildings are still under upgrade. We're about 2 weeks out. Now, I promise you, the thing that I'm about to show you, I did not know about until a few days ago. And so the timing on my upgrade is going to work out great. If you are recently upgraded, I don't know what to tell you, and I don't know if this is going to affect you or not. So without further ado, let's get into what Clash of Clans is calling the improved Town Hall upgrade experience, meaning that when you're ready to go to the next Town Hall level, or you want to go ahead and just rush ahead, you get a time period of a boost. So we're going to go ahead and use a hammer for video purposes to upgrade our Town Hall from Town Hall 10 to Town Hall 11. And when we do this, you're going to see a new animation implemented to the game with some fireworks around the Town Hall. And it's going to say, Town Hall upgraded. You have received the following boost. So what does this mean and who does it apply to? So when we take a look at the option here, we obviously know that we're getting some boost here when it comes to a hero boost, a power boost, a resource boost, and a star bonus boost. And you have this time limit underneath that says 5 days. Now, this is a developer build. This could change upon the release of the update. I don't know if this is going to stay in place for the exact timeline of when these boosts will actually end for you. But these three at the end, the power boost, the resource boost, and the star bonus boost, are applied to Town Hall 4 and above. The hero boost itself is applied to Town Hall 8 and above because naturally we get the Barbarian King at Town Hall 8. So that's pretty cool, but let's think about this for a second. These options operate in the similar manner to the magic items that you currently have in the game when it comes to that hero potion, the power potion, and the resource potion. So 5 levels to the hero boost, that's kind of self-explanatory. 5 levels to the heroes that you currently have on your base when you first upgrade. Now, when it comes to that power boost, there's something that really kind of concerns me here because I'm not sure if this 5 days is going to be accurate or not. And I think it really needs to be a little bit longer than 5 days because the power boost option says boost your troops and spells to max allowed by your laboratory. But remember, when you go from one Town Hall level to the next, let's say Town Hall 10 for this example, we have a level 8 laboratory, and we will still have that when we first go to Town Hall 11. We have to upgrade that laboratory to level 9, which takes 6 days. So are we going to need to use a book here, or are we going to have to use a hammer on it? I don't know if this is going to be the case, but just something to think about there because we might not get to experience those max out level troops because we might not have our laboratory maxed out or for the Town Hall level that we have. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out and just kind of throw out what you're going to probably post in the comments anyways. And then when it comes to the star bonus, this is kind of self-explanatory. Star bonus earned for winning multiplayer attacks gives you four rewards. So you get a star bonus each day, so you might be able to take advantage of this, filling up your treasury and emptying it multiple times to kind of get your loot there as well. Now, when we close out that option, you're going to notice that everything on the base basically has a boost applied to it with the mines and the elixir collectors. The Town Hall has a boost, and the heroes are bumped up to level 45. That's actually really, really cool. I kind of wish that was a permanent thing because 5 additional levels, man, that would be amazing, right? And then when we jump into our army, you're going to see that the army is currently boosted, but at the levels that are available for a level 8 laboratory. So naturally, we still have to upgrade that laboratory regardless. So anyways, speaking of army, check this out. Here's change number 2. So let's say that you like to friendly challenge, right? Let's say that you watch a video and you see a really cool army that you want to apply, but you don't want to spend the resources or anything, but you want to go into your clan and you want to do some friendly challenges and you want to battle it out and try out that new army. Well, check this out. So when we go in and take a look at a attack, let's take a look at a friendly challenge attack, right? So when we first open up the option, there's no army there. Well, what's going on? You just saw an army trained, right? You'll notice a new button here that says Edit Army. This means that we can customize our armies for friendly challenge at no cost and no training time. I say again, no training time cost or no resource cost. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Woo! That's amazing, right? Check it out. So you got copy current army. So let's take a look at what that does. It will select the army that is allowed, or what you currently have trained in your camps. Pretty self-explanatory, right? And we can save that option. Now, one thing about this I did notice is that you still need to request a different clan castle composition. So let's say that you don't want to use hogs with this army, you're still going to need to request troops from your clanmates in order to fill those options. Now, you can go in and change this army with no cost. I want you to notice that again. You see over there in the corner, we got 7,500,000 worth of elixir and 98,000 worth of dark elixir, right? So let's go ahead and hit attack, and let's go edit the army, and let's trash that army, and let's say that we just want to do all miners. Let's just do all miners. Don't worry about spells. Let's just go ahead and say all miners. That's a lot of elixir, right? 40 miners, that's a lot of elixir. Let's save it, and let's take a look at our elixir. Yep, still the same. Man, that is amazing, right? One little side note about this option that I did notice, and I could not find it to save my life, is when we hit attack and we go in and edit that army, let's drop those miners that we have trained up. Even though you have the ability to put in a different army yourself, there is no option here for the quick train tab armies. So that might be something that they might need to add later on, and would definitely be something that I would like to see added, because I don't like to put in every single troop every single time. But again, this is just something that I noticed. But the perks are that you don't have to waste any resources by friendly challenging. The only thing that you really might have to waste is your clan castle troops, because again, you have to change those yourself and request new troops every single time you want to change those, because remember, not every single army has the same troop composition in the clan castle or the siege machine. So it's just something to think about. So one thing about this update that I did notice when it comes to something like the loot cart is that Clash of Clans is not really punishing you for being offline for an extended period of time. I noticed that they're really taking into consideration that players have to go offline for a couple of days, and not everybody plays like me, who's generating video series videos where we're kind of playing every single day non-stop grinding. So when it comes to the loot cart, I'm going to refer to my notes here because this is just a lot of information. So the loot cart now accumulates loot over time for up to 90 days. Its capacity for resources generated from inactivity has been increased across town hall levels, and I'll make sure that I put those on the screen for you. New maximum capacity for resources generated from inactivity are, and so let's say that we're a town hall 10, we have 13 million gold and elixir, and 130,000 dark elixir, and the numbers increase per town hall level or decrease per town hall level. So either way, that's actually really cool that they're taking into consideration that you're going to be offline for extended periods of time and you're still generating loot in addition to what's being stolen from your base. Speaking of loot being stolen, Town Hall 11, Town Hall 12, and Town Hall 13, the amount returned when you get loot stolen off your base is going to be increased. So you're going to have, a 0.2 increase per Town Hall level there. Moving away from that loot cart, because regardless, free loot is amazing. And I like free loot, and I know you do too, especially when you're offline for an extended period of time. So we got some additional notes that pertain more to us down here at Town Hall 10. Healing time. The regen time on the heroes will be reduced because, of course, Town Hall 13 is getting additional 5 levels on King and Queen. So our regen time is going to be decreasing on our heroes. That's always a good thing because not all of us have gold passes. And remember, we're playing a free-to-play series anyways. So it's always nice that we don't have to wait long periods of time for our heroes. One additional note when it came to air traps. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. So you know how we do queen walking and we send a balloon to look for the air bombs or the seeking air mines, and sometimes that balloon will die, but it will trigger that air trap, and that air trap will travel all the way across the base and take out one of your healers. Yeah, that's going away. That is totally going away. Now that trap will just kind of explode in place. That is absolutely amazing news. I'm not even joking about that because it's happened to me more times than I can count, and it's incredibly frustrating when you lose something like that. All right, let's go ahead and jump over to the Builders Hall base. We're going to take a look at a few additional notes when it comes to Builders Hall and finish up the video on that note, because a lot of these notes are really, you're just going to have to read them and see them implemented into the game. But when it comes to Builders Hall side, we have a reduced crusher splash radius. So the crusher, where's the crusher? I wish my crushers look like this. They do not. We're still working on it, but it's not even close to this yet. I know some of you already have stuff like this, but my free-to-play account does not. So crusher's splash damage radius is going to be decreased from 3.5 tiles to 2.8 tiles. So now it doesn't easily cause damage to units which are out of range. So that's actually, I hate this defense. I really and truly do not like this defense sometimes. Now on defense, I like it, but when I'm against it, sometimes it really annoys me. I'm not even joking about that, except for when I'm using cannon cards. All right, so increased DPS of battle machine. So the battle machine is going to have a damage per second increase for levels 25. I say again, 21 through 30. Yeah, that's a change. And then also it looks like they're taking they're really targeting the spring traps and the spring capacities. So it looks like we're having an increase on the spring trap capacities. And let's see here, let's take a look at this. So spring trap capacity for level 4 is 20 right here. So that's changing, or is that going to remain the same? Looks like that's going to remain the same. Looks like the lower level spring traps are going to change 5 to 8, 10 to 12, and 15 to 16. And then with that, obviously, when it comes to your Rage Barbarian, your Sneaky Archer, Boxer Giant, Bomber, and your Cannon Cart, the spring weight is going to be increasing for all of those troops. So, you know, when it comes to the Builder's Hall side, it's just one of those trial and error things. You just got to play through it and see how it works out. But those are going to be some changes that are going to be implemented. That way, if you are caught off guard, now you'll understand what happened. And on that note, I do believe that that is going to be about it. Now, when it came to the Builder's Hall side, on the developer build, there's really nobody to attack. So I'd like to show you some of those changes, but those are such minor changes that it's really hard to kind of point out major differences from what's currently live in the game to what's in the developer build. We'll just have to play with it once it goes live and see how much of a difference it really is. It might be mostly minor stuff. Now, one additional change that I did notice in the notes a moment ago applied to the wall wrecker. So we played with the wall wrecker yesterday, but according to the notes, it states that there's improved pathing. I didn't really notice any major changes yesterday when I was using it for the previous day's sneak peek. But yeah, we'll just have to see how it works out in the upcoming future upon the release of this update. Now, I did want to tap back in on these boosts. If you recently upgraded your town hall, I don't know if there's going to be any add-ons or if you're going to get a chance at this boost. I really and truly don't know that information, guys. So if you did recently upgrade your town hall and you do not get a boost, I do apologize. This is just information that I recently found out about myself, and you will just get to enjoy it when you go to the next town hall level, but it's just something to take into consideration. But if you have any suggestions or comments for Supercell, drop it down in the comments below. They do kind of review these sneak peek videos every once in a while, so they might notice some of your feedback or input in the comments below. If you enjoyed our content, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe if you have not done so already. And if you like watching us every single day, turn on those notifications. If you need any additional video support or you want to see the Town Hall 10 free-to-play series from the very beginning, click one of those links over there, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.